Hello, beautiful souls. Lori Rising here, Star Channel and Sacred Medicine Guide. Welcome to the Mercury retrograde in Virgo from August 23rd until September 15th. It's happening at 21 degrees of Virgo and moving back to 8 degrees of Virgo, where it stations direct again. So definitely grab your natal chart and look at where those points land, especially in the house or houses that they're moving through, because that's going to share an extra layer of where you'll be working with this energy in your personal life. Now, what's extra special about this Mercury retrograde is that it merges with the Venus retrograde that we have been doing some amazing evolutionary work with from August 23rd until September 4th. And that is where these Lemurian codes that are re-emerging in our consciousness are going to be really integrated into our experience when we pay attention, when we get intentional, and we know what we're working with at this time. So lots to get into today. But first of all, if you are new to the page and channel, hello. I'm so excited that you found us. Like I said, I'm Lori Rising. Definitely hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you get the videos that I'm dropping as they're coming sooner and sooner. Also, I just want to thank all of you. I have had 1.8K views on my last video, and it feels good. I am absolutely receiving that. So for any of you that are liking the videos, you're commenting on them, you're sharing them with people, I deeply, deeply thank you and appreciate you. This really helps fuel my mission, and it helps me to continue to share these free transmissions with you. So keep it up. Let's keep this going. I'm almost to 1K. When I hit 1K, I'll be giving away a 90-minute astrology and Akashic Records reading. Definitely, you want to be a part of one of those because they are very activating. They're very expansive, and that is where we are going. So if you want to know more about me and my programs, head on over to my hub at therawandwildhearts.com. The link is below in the show notes. And I want to cordially invite a few of you to my in-person Awaken Your Fire Mexico retreat right now. This is an initiation. If your cells are perking up from the deep work that you've been doing with this Venus retrograde, and they are telling you that you are ready for more, you're ready to experience what you have not known yet in this life, or in your lineage's lives, or in your parallel lives, this retreat experience is the one for you. It is going to be so special. And at this point, we're moving in such octaves into higher consciousness that you will absolutely not recognize the person you used to be from the person that you become through this experience. I'm so excited. I can't wait to meet the souls out there that are feeling the call that I am now putting out. Okay, let's get back to this Mercury retrograde. Like I said, Lemurian codes are reemerging, and they have really been activating during this Venus retrograde in Leo, because Leo is all about the courage, the bravery, the heart-led life. If you want to know more about the Venus retrograde in Leo, I have a few videos. I'll link one of them up here, and make sure to check them out, because we really do want to be a big co-creator in what can transpire during this merging of the Mercury retrograde with the Venus retrograde. So it's all about living in our brightest light in Leo from our hearts, which when we lead with our heart, the rest of our life follows. The knowledge appears. When we've been leading with our minds in that imbalanced masculine, we've been having to effort, and we've been in spaces of control, of hustle, of stress. And this is where we fully trust the innate guidance system that we came here with, that is in place to take us to where our soul's blueprint wants to go and express. And it's going to take us there quicker, in more ease, and we're going to be in a thriving energy and an empowered energy in that space of magic. Magic is what we are here to be. It's not something that we watch on TV. This is absolutely available to us in these incredible beings that we are. We've only begun to tap into the potential of that. And that's where the dormant DNA, especially in this Venus retrograde, has been coming online. It's been coming alive, and it's starting to share those codes that show us what living in bliss and ecstasy is like, because that is actually supposed to be our natural state as we move into those places of enlightenment, as we go into higher octaves of ascension. We get to experience that in our natural state, and we're no longer, living in those limitations and out of alignment where we're reaching for something to make us feel better, for a distraction to make us feel better. And that ends up solidifying us in that loop. So this can be something brand new that you've not experienced yet. And when you go there, it can almost feel, it could feel too good to be true, or it could feel a little untethered. And that's why you want to come together in these circles of souls that are doing this divine intentional work with you, that are holding these light lines and, amplifying this energy grid, because they get it. They know. And that's where we share this frequency and emanate this frequency together. And we move deeper into those limitless potentials, because it's not something that's foreign to us anymore, because we have a reference for it around us, which is why I continue to be a guide online and in person, so that you can keep reaching for that potential that you believe is there, that you haven't brought into your reality yet. And you're going to manifest it in your reality the more you marinate in this frequency with it all around you. So get into your practice. Y'all, through this Venus retrograde, I've been doing probably a minimum of a 2-hour practice a day. In the most intense times of it, which I've went through 2 or 3 now, where I was on my knees crying in an instant as I was breaking through those layers to go into that next level. I've probably been getting into my alignment practice 4 hours on those days. So it matters. What are you practicing every day? What's your stream of consciousness? Because it's going to take you deeper to where you want to go that you have not been before. It's so powerful. Okay, so we are transcending just what we logically know. We are going expansive. And especially when we look at, I want to talk about real quick the personal retrogrades, because we're looking at 2 of them together. We're feeling 2 of them together. Let's just drop into what does that mean? The Venus retrograde is the heart, the love, the relationship. Like, how do we give and receive love? What are our values, right? Venus rules Libra and Taurus. So it's our natural connection. This is really opening up our manifestation energy and consciousness, our abundance consciousness, and our nature consciousness, right? Libra is all about finding balance in the collective, in relationship, without needing anything or anyone to validate me in order to feel balanced. That's important to look into, and be moving beyond that place of self-sacrifice and putting yourself into the driver's seat of your life, and really nurturing and nourishing your soul, and the love and the most important relationship that you have is with yourself, of giving and receiving. And then we look at Mercury retrograde, that's in Virgo, and Virgo is ruled by Mercury, and Mercury rules Virgo and Gemini. Gemini is also about communication. It's about those relationships. It's about learning as well. It's also about comedy. It's about being light and finding that place of laughter and joy. And Leo is about that joy. The Venus retrograde is in Leo, and it's about, You know, having fun, it can be about your kids, it can be about relationships and dating and just really letting yourself play, letting that inner child out throughout the day to activate that present moment, because kids are always in the present moment. They are always in the energy of what's ever in front of them. We are meant to be as that as adults as well. That is one of our guiding lights. Okay. So Mercury, Virgo, Gemini, Virgo is all about our daily habits. What do we create? What do we do really well? You've got to watch that perfectionism, but it's also about your body mind connection. Okay. And one of the biggest things that I was bringing up in this Venus and Mercury convergence that we're moving through, the power of what's coming through as we remember these energies from who we were before we became the person, based on the core wounds, the experiences, the programmings, the conditions, the judgments, the ideas, the streams of consciousness, right? So this is the Lemurian codes of remembering our normal state of bliss, of ecstasy, of harmony, of ease, of softness, of receiving in order to take aligned action, of our normal state of love, right? And so as we move into deeper Virgo energies, and how do we want to reimagine the ways that we do those things in our daily life with our body mind connection from the new DNA activations of Venus and Leo, which is a heart led and heart centered life. What I want you to really feel into, and this can be a lower frequency of Virgo, and this is where the retrogrades are extra potent, that they allow us to slow, like planets are slowing down in a retrograde. So our energy is slowing down because we are the planets, we are nature, we are all of consciousness, we are in sync. And when we let ourselves be in that harmony and follow, the ebbs and the flows of nature and where it's leading us, we get so much more of that empowered knowledge, and we get so much more of that innate guidance that takes us to where our minds haven't even allowed the thought to come in yet, right? That's how powerful we are. That's how deep our energy can move and create and expand. So I want you to feel into being of service, because Virgo is the sign of being of service. But how are you of service without resentment? So when you feel into your life of where you are in service, whether it's in relationships, in your work, in your soul's mission, with your kids, with your friends, all of those things, are you in service because you're supposed to be, because it's a habit, because it's what you've always done? Or are you in service because it's aligned and it's your soul's mission, because it's your soul's purpose and it feels good? And when you feel good, when you're in service, that's when you're going to magnetize more of the people, of the manifestations, of the experiences, of the higher evolutionary movements in your life, because you're in that centeredness, that groundedness, and that yes energy of the Virgo signature in service. So we're getting an extra assist here of the North Node in Aries and South Node in Libra, which is helping us to go more into that innovative spirit, that pioneering spirit, and just going forward with who we know we are at our core, but it may not have been who we thought we were, or the boxes that we've put ourselves in, or who people in our lives hold us to be. So this North Node is helping us break through those limitations and just try the new you on. Try the you that's been tapping your soul on in a place of confidence with this Leo courage, bravery, with the light of Leo that's shining deeply through you as we've moved through every celestial event this summer up until now. And with the Libra and the South Node, it's helping us to shed that that almost comfort of self-sacrificing in relationship, that comfort of what we've always done, because it's not comfortable, but whatever neural pattern that we create in our life, it becomes normalized. And the normalization is what our nervous system believes is safe, even if it creates dis-ease in our life. So we've got to let ourselves be excited and curious about moving into the something that taps on our soul and feeling how our nervous system runs in that frequency, and then letting that softness guide us and create the new patterns, the new habits, the new normalization in our life. So this is a really good time as well to check in with your perfectionism. The quicker that you can get into the absolute truth that there is no such thing as perfectionism for anyone. It's actually the imperfectionism of our experience, of nature, of consciousness that helps it grow, because that's how we learn and that's how we adapt and create new environments for ourselves. Because if it was all perfect all the time, nothing would change. It would all stay the same. Are you feeling me on that? So do not wait to do the thing, to put yourself out there, to try the new you out until you feel like you have enough knowledge. That's a Virgo thing. Or you feel like it's absolutely perfect. We are first and foremost experiential learnings, far beyond the educational linear system of learning that we have been conditioned in. This life is not about memorizing a book, taking a test, and saying it's good. This life is about experiencing the shadow, the light, the ups, the downs, the ebbs, the flow, and the ultimate growth that moves us into more evolution, enlightenment, and the soul's, yes, energy. So watch the perfectionism. Feel into when you're in a self-critical space or you have that inner critic rearing up. Write it on a Post-it note that life is beautiful in all of its imperfectionism, and to just go forward. Do the thing, follow the inspired and aligned action, keep holding it in your energy and tapping in and nurturing it until it becomes a reality in your cells and your belief system. So trust in your service here, in what you came to know and share beautifully from the encoded wisdom that was already gifted you in this body. And trust in your service when you're in alignment, that it will give you energy, it will give you empowerment, it will lead you to absolutely beautiful places in your life that are the places of your deepest desires and dreams. So I hold you in a gorgeous light as these Lemurian codes continue to activate through the merging of Venus and Mercury from August 23rd to September 4th. Let yourself be easy, drop deeper into the divine feminine leading and into your present moment activation. Do walking meditations without music. Just let yourself amplify nature's consciousness and the ultimate messages that are absolutely coming through. Virgo, like I said, is ruled by Mercury. So this is a very auspicious energy. And I feel like it's a very, it's a gift in alchemizing what we have done through the heart-led life of the Venus retrograde for our daily normalization of our life, for making that body-mind connection our non-negotiable and our biggest job yet, and trusting that everything else in the construct of our world will come from those places, from that alignment. So that feels complete for today. Thank you so much for joining me in this video and this drop-in for the Mercury retrograde power and the love that we have for these retrograde periods, even in the deepest intensity of the precipice that shows up for us to make divine leaps in our soul growth and our personal evolution that affects the collective all around us. We are getting more and more powerful. I feel it on a daily basis. So if these messages have been supportive for you, if you'd like to support me even deeper, please share this video with one person, like the video, and let me know in the comments below, what was your biggest takeaway? What was your biggest resonance? And how are you going to move through the activated time in a place of softness from August 23rd until September 4th? Personally, for me, I am taking that time off to the best of my ability while maintaining the energy of this growing business. Okay, y'all, I love you so much. Make sure to stick around for the video that comes out next by subscribing, and have a beautiful amplification of more of this retrograde season. Until next time, don't forget to keep looking up.